There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and West Virginia Public Broadcasting, with support provided by Bailey Glasser and by the West Virginia Department of Tourism, welcome to another Mountain Stage with your host, Kathy Mattea.
There's a song in my heart, just as simple, little tune, but the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around, a simple song. Thank you. Hello and welcome once again to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. I'm Kathy Mattea and we're at the Culture Center Theater in Charleston, West Virginia. And we're so happy to welcome back a real groundbreaking musician in the world of bluegrass and roots music. Laurie Lewis is back with us tonight. Yes. Another of our most beloved guests. She's been coming to see us on Mountain Stage since 2005. We got to know her as a member of the Stray Birds, and she's done fantastic solo work since departing that group. Maya de Vitry is back. Yeah. Later in this hour, the Early Mays will be here with more great acoustic sounds, and a young woman from Eastern Kentucky that we're going to be hearing a lot more from in the coming years. Tiffany Williams will be out. But we're going to start the show tonight with a group that's been described as a cross between East Tennessee and Motown. They exist in the overlap between Jimmy Rogers and Phil Spector. I didn't think there was an overlap there, but they've stretched to create one and found a sound that's totally unique. They're based out of Johnson City, Tennessee, and their latest album is called Happy Again on Diddy Boom Records. Please welcome Bill and the Bells.
I used to be gay. The sun used to shine down upon me each day. Now I am lonesome, lost in the days, and she's gone. She's gone away. I used to walk tall, I had a skip in my stead. But now I am drowning in a sea of regret. Lost all ambition the day that you left. I wish we never met. I ain't got no sweetheart, I ain't got no friends. Cracked a smile since I don't know when, with the kind of shape I'm in. Doubt I'll ever be happy again. Oh no, I'll never be happy again. Oh no. Are empty, I can't pay the rent. The landlord keeps hollering, where have you been? The money she lent me, it's all been spent. Seems you just can't win. I got an ache in my heart and an ache in my tooth. Spent most of my days fixing this hole in my shoe. When dog ran away, got them doggone blues. What am I supposed to do? I ain't got no sweetheart, I ain't got no friends. And cracked a smile since I don't know when, with the kind of shape I'm in. Doubt I'll ever be happy again. Oh no, I'll never be happy again. Thanks, y'all. It's called I'll Never Be Happy Again off of our record called Happy Again. A little juxtaposition there. We're going to play a bunch of songs off of that. That record just turned just about a year old. We're proud of that record. It's all original material that we wrote, including this one here. This is a song about riding the bus. After a tour in Germany, after about 30 days, I got kind of tired. We were on a bus called the Banjo Bus, and wrote this song about buses. And I guess my dislike for them after a while, and then banjos and buses for 30 days together is a long, long time. So here it goes. This is called That'll Be Just Fine by Me. Waiting down at the station, just about 5:15, wondering if the bus will ever make it. How come it never seemed to run on time? Tired of this old city, I'm so tired I'm losing my mind. As soon as it takes my ticket, Lord, I'm gonna leave it all behind. That'll be just fine by me. I mean, sweet mama, I'm gone. Yes, I'm traveling on. That'll be just fine by me. That'll be just fine by me. I mean, one thing's for sure, you'll never see me no more. That'll be just fine by me. Someone new, it came as no surprise. I smiled and then I wished her well as she walked out of my life. I'm leaving this old city, yeah, I'm leaving just as soon as I can. If the bus ever pulls into the station, doubt you'll ever see me again. Just fine by me. I mean, sweet mama, I'm gone. Yes, I'm traveling on. That'll be just fine by me. That'll be just fine by me. I mean, sweet mama, I'm gone. Yes, I'm traveling on. That'll be just fine by me. Thank you. Folks, over here on the fiddle, this is Kalia Yeagle. Give her a big round of applause. Back here on the bass, Mr. Andrew Small. And on the banjos of all shapes and sizes, Aidan Van Soutendale. We'll get you another one off of the record. This is called "Taking Back My Yesterday," kind of an old tribute to kind of the Western swing stuff we were listening to at the time. We love all that old kind of poppy swing music. And I was thinking about, when I wrote this song, I was thinking about "Hit the Road Jack," that great Ray Charles tune. And I was like, well, what would happen if Bob Wills and Ray Charles had a little baby, and that little baby was smoking a cigar, and waving with his hands saying bye-bye? He would write this song. It's called "Taking Back My Yesterday." face. Yeah, I'm moving on, weather right through the storm. Crying it won't make me stay. Funny how quickly your memory fades. Give me back my yesterday. Take all my sunshine, my happiness too. Take my pride, take my money, Lord, I'd give it all to you. You can keep on telling lies, but we both know the truth. Honey, I got news for you, yes I do. My future's getting brighter every minute of the day. By tomorrow you'll be gone and I'll be happy on my way. Funny how quickly your memory fades. Give me back my yesterday. Ways. Yeah, I'm moving on, weather right through the storm. Crying it won't make me stay. Funny how quickly your memory fades. Give me back my yesterday. Take all my sunshine, my happiness too. Take my pride, take my money, Lord, I give it all to you. You can keep on telling lies, but we both know the truth. Honey, I got news for you. My future's getting bright every minute of the day. By tomorrow you'll be gone and I'll be happy on my way. Funny how quickly your memory fades. Give me back my yesterday. Funny how quickly your memory fades. Give me back my yesterday. Yeah. Sunshine. Thanks, y'all. We appreciate that. We'll get you one that we didn't write. This is any Roger Miller fans out there? Yeah. One of our heroes. Just his whole catalog of music is amazing. This is one of his, I don't know, I guess maybe lesser known tunes. It's a nice pick me up tune after those few songs there. It's called "Walking in the Sunshine." Sunshine, sing a little sunshine song. So they smile upon your faces if there's nothing wrong. Think about it, the time you had a long time ago. Think about, forget about your worries and your woes. Walking in the sunshine, sing a little sunshine song. La 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 dee. Whether the weather be rain or snow, pretending can make it real. A snowy pasture, a green and grassy field. Walking in the sunshine, sing a little sunshine song. Put a smile upon your faces if there's nothing wrong. Think about it, the time you had a long time ago. Think about, forget about your worries and your woes. Walking in the sunshine, sing a little sunshine song. Oh, walking. La 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 dee-o. Whether the weather be rain or snow, pretending can make it real. Snowy pasture, a green and grassy field. Walking in the sunshine, sing a little sunshine song. Put a smile upon your faces if there's nothing wrong. Think about a good time you had a long time ago. Think about, forget about your worries and
Wait for me.
Folks, how about a hand here for Mr. Chris Trulson on guitar? We're going to leave you with a quiet one and a meaningful one that Chris and I worked up at the beginning of the pandemic after a big break. We hadn't been making music together kind of for the first time since we started making music together, and we had an excuse to make music again in support of one of our favorite venues who was trying to get creative about how to keep their doors open like a lot of venues. And I think singing this song in that empty theater at the time was really moving and a great reminder for both of us about the role that live music plays in our lives. And every time we sing it now, I just feel really grateful to get to sing it and share it and to sing in spaces that are filled with people who value live music as much as I do. So thank you for being here. This is going to be our last one. We're Bill and the Bells. Now we're just Bill and Abel. And this is Wait for Me.
Wait for me at the close of a long, long day. When the night comes in view, I will hurry to you. In your arms, all my worries will fade away. At the close of a long, long day. Sweetheart, when twilight shadows fall, my heart longs for you, dear. Adiole, ole, ole, di, di, di. Adiole, di, 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 ole, do. Wait for me at the close of a long, long day. When the night comes in view, I will hurry to you. In your arms, all my worries will fade away. At the close of a long, long day. Sweetheart, when twilight shadows fall, my heart longs for you, dear. Adiole, ole, ole, di, di, di. Adiole, di, 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 ole, do. Thanks, y'all. We're Bill and the Bells. Appreciate it.
Wonderful. Their newest album was produced by Teddy Thompson, the great singer-songwriter who, of course, is the son of Richard and Linda Thompson. And they played this past spring at the Kennedy Center. Their latest album is Happy Again on Diddy Boom Records. That was Bill and the Bells. It's time to welcome our singer, Julie Adams, to do a song for you. She'll be joined, as always, by our great Mountain Stage band. That's Ron Soul. He's the leader of the band. He's back there on acoustic guitar. Michael Lipton and Ryan Kennedy are our electric guitarists. Bob Thompson's over at the piano. Steve Hill is playing bass. And Ahmed Solomon is our drummer. Julie has chosen a song by our pal John Lilly called Come When Mama Calls.
If you're up in the country digging a ditch, you better come when mama calls. You're down in the city striking a rich, you better come when mama calls.
If you're making your list, checking it twice, you better
Come when mama calls.
If you're drinking that gin and throwing them dice, you better
Come when mama calls. When you hear that voice, don't hesitate. Say, excuse me, boys.
Excuse me, boys.
But mama don't like to wait. If you got a good gal, you don't want another, better come when mama calls. If you know which side your bread is butter, better come when mama calls. If you're talking to your buddy on your cellular phone, you better come when mama calls. You're walking in the woods 5 miles from home, you better come when mama calls.
If you're out in the garden sifting sand, you better
Come when mama calls.
You're playing the guitar in a hillbilly band, better
Come when mama calls. When you hear that voice, don't hesitate. Say, excuse me, boys.
Excuse me, boys.
But mama don't like to wait. If you got a good gal and you don't want another, better come when mama calls. If you know which side your bread is butter, better come when mama calls. When you hear that voice, don't hesitate. Say, excuse me, boys.
Excuse me, boys.
But mama don't like to wait. If you got a good gal, you don't want another, better come when mama calls. If you know which side your bread is butter, better come when mama calls.
That was Julie Adams with Come When Mama Calls by John Lilly. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Remember, if you missed part of Mountain Stage or you want to hear something again, visit the podcast section of mountainstage.org. Each podcast includes songs not heard on the radio and the complete finale song. If you enjoy the show, take a moment to subscribe and leave a review wherever it is that you listen. Our next guest on the show hails from the coal fields of eastern Kentucky. She is not only a coal miner's daughter, but a coal miner's granddaughter and great-granddaughter. She attended college on a music scholarship, but studied language and communication. After being exposed to Appalachian literature, she began writing short stories, got published, and started winning awards for her fiction. Eventually, the creative process steered her back toward music, and at 31, she moved to Nashville to start pursuing music full-time, 5 months before the world shut down. She used her downtime wisely, though, and the result is her debut album. It's called All Those Days of Drinking Dust. Please welcome for the first time to the Mountain Stage, Tiffany Williams.
If I had it to do different, I'd have pissed more people off. Not worried about the cost of indiscretion. Not give a damn who I lost. I demand exactly what I deserve, instead of taking what's given to me. And I'd walk away from you the minute I saw you, instead of laying prostrate at your feet. What they don't tell you is it don't matter what you do. You can play by all the rules and still lose the game. There's no guarantees, and nothing stays the same. So live it how you want while you can, 'cause there's no bottom to anything. I've been the picture of virtue. I've kept my teeth on my tongue, and I've been the drunkest girl at the party, breathing your name like fire from my lungs. I spent my best years believing that you were where I needed to be. I let you win, pretend I didn't need nothing, so you'd save a little space for me. What they don't tell you is it don't matter what you do. You can make all the right turns and still lose your way. You can always get free, but you'll never be saved, 'cause there's no shoreline up ahead. There's no bottom to anything. Love and grief and pain, there's no bottom to anything.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm absolutely so honored to be on Mountain Stage, and I'm so glad to be back in the mountains. As Kathy was saying, I am from southeastern Kentucky, Letcher County. I spent most of my life in the mountains, and a lot of the songs that I write have mountain imagery in them, and this is one of them. This is called The Sea.
If you were the sea, dear, if you were the sea, if you were the sea, dear, if you were the sea, I'd be sea swallowed and lost to the deep, swallowed and lost to the deep.
Thank you so much. I'm very fortunate to be joined by Mr. J. Tom Nato. And he can play about any musical instrument he encounters. And he played a bunch of them on my new record, All Those Days of Drinking Dust. And I believe, I double-checked, he played on every song on the record. And so this is one of them he played on. This is Carletta.
Is that what you want me to do? Carletta, to sit around in some tree, to wait it out till the bough decides to break. Is that what you want me to do? Carletta, just pin my wings to my sides. I never know what it's like to fly. Now that all your pretty ones have flown, do you have anything at all to call your own? Is that what you want me to do? Carletta, to spend my days taking time to build some high life that's not mine. Is that what you want me to do? Carletta, to let him tell me who to be, to lose my one good chance to be free. Now that all your pretty ones have flown, do you have anything at all to call your own? Is that what you'd have me to do? Carletta, just pin strings to my sides and never know what it's like to fly.
So yeah, I'm a daughter, granddaughter, great-granddaughter of coal miners. My dad was an underground coal miner for 36 years, and so glad he got out. But I don't know, when you are doing songs and when you're always thinking about, identity, especially when you're trying to talk about yourself in your music. I don't know, I got to thinking about how, he had worked so hard all of his life, and I got to say I'm a coal miner's daughter, and it was like the cool, fun fact about me at the beginning of my bio, but I never really did anything. I didn't deserve it, So yeah, that's kind of where this song started, and it's called All Those Days of Drinking Dust. I will tell you, too, that there is a Shakespeare allusion in the third verse. As a former English teacher, I have to do that sometimes. And so it's from As You Like It, and it's from hour to hour we ripe, and hour to hour we rot and rot. So that's in there a little, kind of.
I am a coal miner's daughter, proud as the mountain top pines, living in a body that has never been brought low by entering the mouth of a mine. I come from a long line of grunt men, true heirs to the kingdom of coal. Behind us saw the sun carving out the seams of black rock that burned away the dark and the cold. All those years of grubbing on his hands and knees, all those days of drinking dust, all those nights of feeling like he couldn't breathe or give a different life to us. I get to claim it, he gets to smother. I am a coal miner's daughter. I didn't know which God to pray to when the cave-in showed up on the evening news. Does the one above have jurisdiction where they go, or is there one below I should be talking to? Bears don't go past the ceiling. That's what the man at the church house tells me. Unless I let him bury me and bring me back up different. Guess with mine and men, God hears everything. All those years of grubbing on his hands and knees, all those days of drinking dust, all those nights of feeling walk upright and get ahead. But these are the only ones that watched us ripe and rot and hold the bones of both our living and our dead. All those years grubbing on his hands and knees, all those days of drinking dust, all those nights feeling like you couldn't breathe. I'll give a different life to us. I get to sing a song, he gets to smother. I am a coal miner's daughter.
Thank you so much. Tom and I are going to do one more for you, and this is the only song that I'd released 2 EPs previously. I just released my first LP. So the only song that got recut for the LP was this one, and this is called The Waiting.
What a miracle to be here at all, but here we are in the same stretch of time, dropped down, not knowing why or how it all turns out, and so we wait here. Will you wait with me? Will you come be by my side? I love you like the mountains love the warm sunrise. I love you. Is that alright? Our time here lingers like a morning fog, then it's gone. But still the days drag on. We could spend the endless hours sitting close. Maybe we won't mind the waiting. Will you wait with me? Will you come be by my side? I love you like the west wind loves the strong, tall pine. I love you. Is that alright? When the gloaming comes, when the work's almost done, we'll draw near and we'll think back on how we cried, how sometimes it felt like flying, how we both loved the waiting. Will you wait with me? Will you come be by my side? I love you like the warm sand loves the cooling tide. I love you. Is that alright?
Thank you so much.
Tiffany Williams. There's lots of Kentucky-based musicians on her record, including the cellist Ben Soley, who's been on this show many times, and the writer Silas House, who sings a duet with her on one song. Before her move to Nashville, she worked as a high school English teacher, a linguistics research assistant, and at the Tennessee School for the Deaf. Her new album is All Those Days of Drinking Dust. That was Tiffany Williams. We hope you'll take a look at our website, mountainstage.org. There you'll find links to our podcast, and you can follow us on just about every form of social media. And of course, we invite you to follow us to our next live show. You can find out where we'll be and get your tickets at mountainstage.org. Our next performers are storytellers, singers, and musicians. They're based in Pittsburgh, just up the road. Ellen Goshen and Emily Pinkerton have worked together for 10 years, and they have a new album that just came out this summer. It's their fifth, called Prettiest Blue on Bird on the Wing Records. They're coming off the success of their last album, which hit #1 on the national folk charts. They bring a deep reverence to the Appalachian tradition and are happy to spend hours in the living room exploring harmonies or diving into field recordings. Please welcome to the Mountain Stage, the Early Mays.
Johnny walks the tracks at night. Johnny comes home wild and tight. It's hard, Lord, it's hard, but it won't be long now, it won't be long. There's a storm, thunder and down. There's a train leaving this town. You don't want to see when you come stumbling home. That night she held a rifle on her arm, but Johnny never came around. In the light of the dawn they found the train is cutting down. There's a storm thundering down. There's a train leaving this town. You don't want to see when you come stumbling home. There's a storm thundering down. There's a train leaving this town. You don't want to see me, no, when you come stumbling home.
you. So we released an EP this summer after it sat during COVID, so we're really so happy to be out performing the music from that recording and sharing it with folks. So the Ballad of Johnny Fall that we just did is an original ballad from a sort of an urban legend story that I heard up in Elkins one summer. And the On a Dying Day is the track that we're going to do next, and that's an original from Emily, and you should let it take you to the shores of Lake Michigan.
Driving from Pittsburgh to Charleston today felt really good. It was a trajectory that we did a lot prior to the pandemic and prior to me moving to Albany too. I live in Albany, New York now. But it was lovely just seeing those names fly by of places that we love, like Elkins, like Glenville, like Charleston, like Morgantown. and thinking of all the people there too. Some of whom are here tonight, and we're just feeling that warmth from you and feeling the warmth of Mountain Stage that we're so glad is a part of our history as a band. So we're going to play a West Virginia tune for you from Pocahontas County and the Hammonds family. This is Shaking Down the Acorns.
We're going to finish up with an old song. This is our take on an old song that I first heard from Doug and Jack Wallen on a record they made that I love. Before we do that, we want to thank Mountain Stage so much. You've given us such a big gift. This is so great to be here. And thank you all for being here to listen to us and to listen to everyone. The music has been so beautiful tonight, and I can't wait for the second half of the show. And I'd also like to thank Nicole Myers, our cellist from Cello Fury, for coming down with us. She adds so much to our music, and we're really grateful. So thank you all. Thanks, Mountain Stage.
My home
That was the Early Mays with Nicole Myers sitting in on cello. The Hammond song that they did, the Hammonds were inducted into the West Virginia Music Hall of Fame in 2020, by the way. And Ellen is a pianist for the Pittsburgh Ballet Theater and music director at a church up there. And Emily dedicated 20 years to her passion for Chilean folk songs. She currently teaches songwriting at the College of St. Rose. Their new album is Prettiest Blue. That was the Early Mays. We'd like to say a special hello to you right now if you're listening over WSCI in Charleston, South Carolina, and on KENM in Tucumcari, New Mexico. Thank you so much. We hope you can join us next week when we come to you from Harrisonburg, Virginia, on the campus of James Madison University with Joy Olatakun, Karen Casey, the Heavy, Michaela Ann, and Phil Wiggins. We are bringing Mountain Stage to Pittsburgh, Kansas, Sunday, October 23rd at the Bicknell Family Center for the Arts at Pittsburgh State University with help from KRPS, 4 States Public Radio. Oklahoma's John Fulbright will be there, as well as Willie Carlisle, Jesse Milnes and Emily Miller, Matt the Electrician, and more. For tickets and information, visit mountainstage.org. This is Kathy Mattea, and you're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. This is Mountain Stage from NPR. Hello again, and welcome to the second hour of Mountain Stage. I'm Kathy Mattea, and I'm so glad you joined us. We're here at the Culture Center Theater in Charleston, West Virginia, and still to come, we'll hear from Laurie Lewis and her great band. But we're going to start this second hour with a songwriter, singer, and multi-instrumentalist. She was raised in Pennsylvania and is now based in Tennessee. She started as a fiddling street musician, then helped found the group The Stray Birds, which have been on Mountain Stage several times, and moved on to bars, theaters, and festivals. Her latest album is her third. It's called Violet Light on Mad Maker Studio record label. NPR calls her music the perfect soundtrack for uncorking emotion and defiantly loving life again. She's asked the Mountain Stage band to join her a little later. Please welcome Maya de Vitry.
There's a river made of gold and silver in the hills. There's a ladder if we find it, but we likely never will. There's water at the bottom, it trickles down the rocks, dripping to the till, just enough to pay the bills. My across the land is a long life of labor for a working man. It would surely be a wonder for a man to build alone all the rails and steel and dig the oil that he owns. But the riches of the world are carried all along on the back of every man who works to the bone. Money fills canyons in the pockets of a few. That's the way it flows in the red, white, and blue. While every mile of railroad all across the land is a long life of labor for a working man. As we try to make the mortgage, the bank gets the news of a check from the Capitol. It's all theirs to use. Yes, it's always you and me and Uncle Sam pitching in. They just don't call them handouts when they're all wearing suits. Money fills canyons in the pockets of a few. That's the way it flows in the red, white, and blue. While every mile of railroad all across the land is a long life of labor for a working man.
Thank you. Thrilled to be back here.
I am a daughter, a sister, a mother. For a long time I was a wife. I've had squirrels in my ceiling and heartache and healing. Oh, I've had a beautiful life. I thank the heavens I still have the memories. I rub my hands over all the stitches and seams. We don't have many new conversations these days, except when he visits my dreams. What can I say? Just be good to your sweethearts and gardens. Be good to your dogs and your faraway friends. When you find bits of light, hold on to them tight. You need all of them when your world changes again. When your story gets torn and some pages go missing, when your plans turn to geese and leave you behind, when the prize that you find is that one day you realize the world isn't reading your mind. What can I say? Just be good to your
Thank you so much. If walls could talk, well, I'd be asking anybody up top with any better ideas about where to go from here. I'm trying not to lose too much sleep on too many nights for too many years. Pretty busy down here, just pouring time like water through the gears. Oh, I gotta hand it to him, it's a good machine. Who cares if it's running dirty or clean? Long as it's making parking spots and watches out at diamonds. Oh, if I could fly, well, I'd be going. Get up a couple miles, clear my mind to get a better sense of the scene. Maybe then I'd have a little better chance of landing like a bird in the middle of the rising sea, picking up a passing dollar in my beak like I don't know what in the world it means. Oh, I gotta hand it to him, it's a good machine. Who cares if it's running dirty or clean? Long as it's making parking spots and watches out at diamonds. Making parking spots and watches. Oh, I gotta hand it to him, it's a good machine. Who cares if it's running dirty or clean? Long as it's making parking spots and watches out at diamonds. Long as it's making parking spots and watches out at diamonds. Thank you. I never thought I'd get to play kazoo on the radio. I'm going to play a brand new song. I haven't even made a recording of this one yet, but I just enjoy playing it so much. I've done a couple stints of working at Starbucks in Nashville and have met a lot of wonderful people there and great coworkers, and this one goes out to Stacy. One of the first things she told me is that she likes to pay her bills wearing her wedding gown. And so I committed the moment that I heard her say that to writing a song about her, because and then she just fed me inspiration without her knowing it for about a year. So this is Stacy in her wedding gown. If you ever get to Nipper's Corner on a Monday, you'll find a box of love letters waiting on the bar. People need coffee, but sometimes just the company. And if you want a brighter world, you gotta write the part. She's got her eyes peeled for rare coins and $2 bills. She won't need 'em, but the tooth fairy will. She's breaking down boxes till she's got enough to build a cardboard castle on a living room hill. Stay fierce, stay kind. Don't let the world get the best of your mind. It helps to wear whatever gives you wings right now. Stacy pays bills in her wedding gown. And if she's not wearing dark lipstick today, must have been the baby who's keeping her awake. There's a late rush on Sundays guess she'll be catching up soon. She's just pumping for her baby on her break in the back room. But at 4 in the morning, she was climbing on the roof of her black Ford Fiesta, taking pictures of the moon. The parking lot is empty. She's got nothing to prove. She's just reaching out for beauty like all artists do. Stay fierce, stay kind. Don't let the world get the best of your mind. It helps to wear whatever makes you float across the ground. Stacy folds laundry in her wedding gown. On the south side of a music town, Stacy in her wedding gown. On the south side of a music town, Stacy in her wedding gown. Stay fierce, stay kind. Don't let the world get the best of your mind. It helps to wear whatever gives you wings right now. Stacy pays bills in her wedding gown. Stacy folds laundry in her wedding gown. Stacy goes to drive-in movies in her wedding gown.
Thank you. I love to get the Mountain Stage House Band out here. Play with me.
I never dreamed I'd ask what I need now, that he could bear to watch. If I fall down and I don't come back out of the ocean laughing, he can love me to the blood, he can love me to the bone. But there's still some roads I gotta go alone, and there's still some nights I'm gonna be the only one crying. Oh, but I'm so happy knowing how much more I wanna give. Yeah, and I'm so happy knowing just how bad I wanna live. It doesn't matter if my mind goes racing out ahead. Only place for my heart is the very next step. Only place for my hands is holding to the ground around me. I was lost from my body, even worse than I thought. Now I love her more than ever, and she's all that I've got. And whatever she tells me she needs, that's what I'm doing. Oh, and I'm so happy knowing how much more I wanna give. Yeah, and I'm so happy knowing just how bad I wanna live.
Thanks again. Thanks for having me back, Mountain Stage.
Vitry. Look for her out on the road this fall. She's touring in support of John Craigie and Aoife O'Donovan. Her latest album is Violet Light on Mad Maker Studio Records. That was Maya de Vitry. It's time for our piano player, Bob Thompson, to play a tune for you. He's chosen today a beautiful old song I haven't heard in years, and I so enjoyed hearing it this afternoon. It's called Until There Was You. That was our very own Bob Thompson playing Until There Was You. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. If you have questions or suggestions for us, our email address is feedback@mountainstage.org. You can also connect with us on Facebook and Twitter and peek behind the scenes on our Instagram. You can find all those links at our website, mountainstage.org. Our final performer tonight has a career that spanned nearly 40 years. She's had multiple Grammy nominations, won the California Fiddling Contest twice, and she's twice been voted the IBMA Female Vocalist of the Year. She's based in Berkeley, California. She's a singer, songwriter, fiddler, band leader, producer, teacher, and mentor. She's best known in bluegrass circles, but she has pushed those boundaries since the beginning. She counts among her fans Linda Ronstadt, Molly Tuttle, Barbara Kingsolver, and Wendell Berry, who asked her to set some of his poems to music. Oh, and me. I had one of her songs sung in my wedding. Her latest album is called And Laurie Lewis on Spruce and Maple Music. It's an album of duets with a cast of talented friends. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Laurie Lewis.
Thank you. Blues. I put on my walking shoes and I find a trail, for I've determined that going out is coming in. Just a little ways down the road, just a little ways down the road. Where did I come from? Where will I go? Just a little ways down the road. Yesterday I drove an old beat-up Chevrolet, but I threw a rod in the crankshaft bent. Been riding Shakespeare ever since. Just a little ways down the road, just a little ways down the road. Where did I come from? Where will I go? Just a little ways down the road. Until I reach that mountaintop, and if the weather's good and I like the view, I might just sit and wait on you. From away up here at the top of the hill, I see another higher still. So if you're coming, don't be slow, for the mountains are calling and I must go. Just a little ways down the road, just a little ways down the road. Where did I come from? Where will I go? Just a little ways down the road. Where did I come from? Where will I go? Just a little ways down the road, just a little ways down the road. Where did I come from? Where will I go? Just a little ways down the road.
Whew, thank you.
Thank you so much. That's a song about walking, of course, and some of you astute listeners might have heard some John Muir quotes in there. He was one of the all-time great walkers. And we're going to do a song right now from my album, my duet album called And Laurie Lewis. This is a duet I sang and played with my friend Barbara Higbee, who plays beautiful piano, and we met together on the bandstand of the Dick Oxtott's Golden Age Jazz Band. She was about 19 and I was 27 or so, and we've been friends ever since. And this song was written by our old band leader, Dick Oxtott. Sent it out on the occasion of his 102nd birthday, I think. Here it is. It's one called There Ain't Nobody Got the Blues Like Me. A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3. I ain't got a nickel, I ain't got a dime. I'm broke and hungry all the time. Ain't nobody got the blues like me. So if you can make me happy, why don't you let me be? I had someone, they said they loved me too, but since they quit me, I don't know what to do. Ain't nobody got the blues like me. So if you can make me happy, why don't you let me be? I ain't got a thing I can call my own. It seems like I always get the short wishbone. Ain't nobody got the blues like me. So if you can make me better, why don't you let me be? Oh, that was fine, but listen to this banjo. I've never heard a sadder one. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna quit this house, I'm gonna leave this town. I'm going to that high bridge, jump in and drown, 'cause there ain't nobody got the blues like me. So if you can make me better, why don't you let me be? Why don't you let me be? Oh, thank you so much. I got to introduce, you're all asking, I know, who are these people? Please welcome, originally hailing from the great bluegrass state of Connecticut, a wonderful banjo player and a great singer, too. We're just so happy to have him. He makes his home down in Nashville, Tennessee. Please give a big hand to George Guthrie. And on the bass, originally from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. But she decided to move up to the mountains and become a mountain woman. She now lives in Tater Hill, North Carolina. Please give a big hand to Hazy Siako. And on the fiddle, originally hailing from the great bluegrass state of Kentucky. Yeah, mighty fine fiddler, and I'm just so happy to be able to play music with him. Please welcome from San Francisco, California now, Brandon Godman. Brandon's going to leave us, and we're going to try a song. You know, I live out in California, and we've had years of drought out there, and I've got to say, these beautiful, beautiful green hills are just a balm for my drought-stricken eyes. And I got so excited being out here on the East Coast after so long that I made us spend almost a whole day working on this song, and I hope we got it right. It's called Trees. We stand waiting at the edges of your fields. We stand just waiting for the time when the plow's bright blade will turn to rust and the earth will heal from the vicious cut. We stand waiting at the edges of your fields. You are but the shadow of a cloud across the land. Here a moment, then you're gone again. And we will sprout from your foundations and break the bounds between your nations. Though you build your monuments, they will not stand. Would you try to turn this whole world into dust?
Don't you know
you cannot wrest the land from us?
For we are patient.
We are old.
And though we
fall, our roots will grow. And you are but the slaves of your own lust. We watch you swarm and spawn, build your cities and then move on. We will reclaim what's ours when you are gone. For you are but chaff the wind picks up and carries off again. And we know we are the chosen ones. We stand waiting at the edges of your fields. We stand just waiting for the time when the plow's bright blade will turn to rust and the earth will heal from the vicious cut. We stand waiting at the edges of Thank you. Thank you so much. I've been kind of, I've always had a love affair with trees. And when I was looking at a National Geographic one day and I turned to the last page and they have those historic photos. They had a historic photo of this little tiny guy standing in front of these enormous trees, which were American chestnut trees. And it was about a 100-year-old photo. And it inspired me, that and a walk in the North Carolina mountains one April day when I saw the shoots of the chestnuts coming up, all beautiful and silver. Gave me great hope for the future. There are none still alive who remember all along the Appalachian chain, the time when we ruled the woodlands, the surrounding hills and plains. Pawnee, Cherokee, Mohegan, and Cree, we answered to their needs, and we asked for nothing in return than to plant and to spread our seed. Then the plague, it came among us from across that wide empty sea. Weak and strong alike were felt, for it knew no spark of mercy. Now some say we're gone forever, and there are so few who care. The oaks feed the few who still linger here, the squirrel, the jay, and the bear. Giants in the land. Each year we send up our silver shoots, and we will rise again. Each year we send up our silver shoots, and we will rise again. Thank you so much. Well, in about 1990, I put out an album that had a song on it called Love Chooses You. And I was very, very lucky that year. Kathy Mattea heard it and recorded it and doubled my income. And I want to sing that song for you, Kathy, and just because I'm feeling a lot of love in the world right now. Somebody's got to feel it. Yeah. Love comes unbidden, it can't be forbidden. It takes you and shakes you right down to your shoes. It knows heartache and trial, but accepts no denial. You can't choose who you love. Love chooses you. In the wink of an eye, love looses an arrow. We control it no more than the flight of the sparrow, the swell of the tide, or the light of the moon. You can't choose who you love. Love chooses you. Tell me now if I'm wrong. Are you feeling the same? Are your feet on the ground? Are you calling my name? Do you lie awake nights? Please say you do. 'Cause you can't choose who you love. Love chooses you. Love cuts like a torch to a heart behind steel, and though you may hide it, love knows how you feel. And though you may trespass on the laws of the land, your heart has to follow when love takes your hand. And it seems we're two people within the same circle. It's drawn tighter and tighter till you're all that I see. I'm full and I'm empty, and you're pouring through me like a warm rain falling through the leaves on a tree. Tell me now if I'm wrong. Are you feeling the same? Are your feet on the ground? Are you calling my name? Do you lie awake nights? Please say you do. 'Cause you can't choose who you love. Love chooses you. No, you can't choose who you love. Love chooses you. Thank you so much. Well, we're feeling pretty brave tonight. We're working on a new album, and some of the songs we're doing are on that album, and we've never really performed them yet.
They're only partially written.
Right. This is going to be our last number, and this is a song written by Mark Simos, and it's also about trees. This one is about quaking aspens. People have just started to figure out that quaking aspens might be some of the oldest organisms on Earth because every grove is completely connected, a single organism. So send this out.
And we're so glad to stand next to this amazing songwriter in person up here in the middle. How about a hand for Laurie Lewis?
Oh.
Say hello.
Thank you very much, Hazy. All right, ready? Let me tell you about a time when I was much younger. I moved to the town of Gunnison in the hills of Colorado. Falling on hard times, had no work, feeling earthbound and heavy. Until I found what I came here for, I fell in love with the mountains. Wide blue skies, so clean and clear, above the green and the golden hills. Leaves are falling to the ground, they toss the sunlight up around you. So I'd go up on windy days when the hillsides were ablaze. I'd walk out to the aspen grove where everything is golden. When the golden leaves are talking, gray skies cannot dim their grays, their own light sets them dancing. Gilded leaves beneath your feet, shimmer of gold above you, smooth white bark and olive green, groves of quaking aspen. Wide blue skies, so clean and clear, above the green and the golden hills, radiant with a dying fire, yellow leaves rain down around you. So I go up on weary days when my heart is trembling. I go back to the aspen groves where everything is golden. Oh, even now on weary days when my heart is trembling, I go back to the aspen grove where everything is golden. Thank you.
Laurie Lewis. Oh my gosh. And that band. She started her own record label and publishing company in 2001 called Spruce and Maple Music. Before anyone was doing that sort of thing, she's mentored many young artists over the years. Her latest album is And Laurie Lewis. That was Laurie Lewis. Yeah. Thanks to Laurie. Thank you to Maya de Vitry, to the Early Mays. Thanks to Tiffany Williams. And thank you to Bill and the Bells. And thanks to you out there listening on the radio. Because without you, there'd be no Mountain Stage. We never forget that. I hope you'll be back next week when we come to you from Harrisonburg, Virginia, on the campus of James Madison University, with Joy Olatakun, Karen Casey, the Heavy, Michaela Ann, and Phil Wiggins. We're bringing Mountain Stage to Pittsburgh, Kansas, Sunday, October 23rd at the Bicknell Family Center for the Arts at Pittsburgh State University with help from KRPS, 4 States Public Radio. Oklahoma's John Fulbright will be there, as well as Willie Carlisle, Jesse Milnes and Emily Miller, Matt the Electrician, and more. For tickets and information, visit mountainstage.org. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Senior producer is Jeff Shirley. Assistant producers are John Ingram and Mallory Richards. Production manager is Paul Flaherty. We're engineered by Patrick Stevens, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, and Brian Hensley. With production assistance by Michael Lipton, Mary Lee, Lance Schrader, Chris Mead, Greg McGowan, Reuben Shirley, Kelly Lassiter, and Big J. Photographic services by Chris Morris. Promotion is coordinated by Mallory Richards, John Ingram, and Music in Motion Promotions. Special thanks to Mountain Stage members Walter and Sean Williams for their generous support. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Why don't you go out and hear some live music wherever you are just as soon as you can? You've been listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. We're going to do one more old traditional for you. Get everybody playing and singing. I am a poor wayfaring stranger while traveling through this world of war. There is no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my Father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. Ryan Kennedy. Bob Thompson. All right, Laurie Lewis.
I know dark clouds will gather around me. I know my way is rough and steep.
Maya de Vitry.
This feels like just before me, where God's redeemed their vigils keep.
I'm going
there to see my mother. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home.
Mike Lipton. Brandon Godwin on the fiddle. All right, Laurie Lewis. country on the bench. All right, Ellen and Emily and
I
Kalia.
am a poor, wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe. There's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my mother. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over.
All right, Maya to Vitry. Kalia Yago. All right, Andrew Small on the mandolin. All right, let's hear all those fiddles. All right, a chorus.
I'm going there to see my mother. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home.
Let's tag it.
I'm only going over home.
One more time.
I'm only going over home.
Thank y'all very much.
Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser and by the West Virginia Tourism Office. This is NPR.